Okay, welcome you guys. So today the look that we are going to do is this look that I am rocking right now. This is a cut crease look. It's a little dramatic, but it's real simple, easy. So here it goes. It's gonna be a talk through and whatnot. So I'm just gonna kind of go step by step. It's simple. All right, so I already primed my eyelid and I set it a little bit with the little bit that was left on my beauty blender of my foundation powder. Or you can even use a loose translucent powder. You can do that as well, like everybody has been doing. It just makes everything go on smoother, makes blending a lot easier, quicker, faster. With that being said, I'm going to take my blender brush and I'm going to go and use this orangey reddish shade or whatnot. I love using it as a transition shade. Inglot is the Inglot palette. I don't know the color, but I'm going to list everything below so you guys know where to get it and stuff like that, and you know what it is or whatever. So yeah, so first things first, we're just going to go in and blend that into our crease in the windshield wiper motion. And the windshield wiper motion is just back and forth, but also too, it's just like, you know, just to get that placement, but also I like to do like, you know, little circles just to kind of blend it as much as possible. Remember, that's always the key with everything that we're doing with makeup, period. It's just about your blending technique. You don't want to ever have any harsh lines, any line of demarcation and stuff like that, you know. You don't have to make yours look as intense. It's up to you. Remember, everything is how you like to rock it, your preference. This is just how I did it, so you guys can see how I do it, you know, to just learn. Like, we all like to learn tips and tricks from each other. And now I'm going to go in with another blending brush, excuse me, with this Sephora color. This is called Red Wine. Take a little bit of this on my blending brush and just put that a little bit, just a little bit into the crease so we have that little definition going. So remember, ladies and gents, everybody out there, just the world in general, blend, 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 blend that bitch out all the time. So that's what we're working with now, or whatever. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my smudger brush. I probably should like clean it up a little bit. I've been in between two of the colors. It's like a darker shade right here, and that reddish orange color, just to kind of keep it cute and keep it precise and on point. So I'm just gonna go back in with that reddish orange shade on in, and you know, I'm just going in a little bit above the crease, not OD, but kind of just placing it, that line. Also too, if you don't have a smudger, you can use an angled brush. It's up to you. Same kind of look, I guess, but I just feel like the smudger brush, it kind of gets the placement, and also too, it's, you can kind of like, you know, drag it up and out a little bit to get that blend as well. So you know what I'm saying, like a 2-in-1. So now I'm gonna go back in with this color from M.A.C. I'm sorry you guys, I was depotting my shadows and stuff like that because I have an empty palette that I need to like fill it up. But two, I'm like always going with a color scheme and all that, you feel me? So we just gonna go in with that, and on, I just like to, same thing. So you see where we have like that line right there? So we're just gonna stay in sync with it and just go, I like to kind of tap it in, I guess. Kind of press it in, you feel me? So you could get good placement. Also too, with this, take your time. I mean, it's simple. Like I said, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. But, you know, if you really want that precise look, you do have to take your time. You can't rush and expect it to come out. You know what I'm saying? As if you were like really taking your time and putting your effort, all your effort. You understand? So, yeah. So we're just gonna do it like that. So as you see, we have that kind of outline. right? So I don't want to take it in too deep because that's just how I want it. But if you want to, you can. But as you see what I mean with the smudger brush, it's like, okay, you already have your line, right? But you can kind of drag it out. So too, it just helps with the blending process. You feel me? So I'm going to go back in with that red one a little bit just to kind of blend so it doesn't look crazy and doesn't look too hard, because remember, we're gonna go clean in that lid and then we're gonna go back and finesse everything so that it's perfect, like exactly how we want it. Now I'm just going to take my little mixing plate and I'm gonna use this concealer. The concealer that I'm using is LA Pro concealer and the color is light ivory. So I know a little something, you feel me? Now this part is gonna take a little bit of time, like I said, because it's just the detailing. So I'm just going to take my flat eyeliner brush with a little concealer on there, and what I like to do is kind of start in the front. So we're gonna carve it out from here, from the inner tear duct out. And I'm just going to take it a little bit above the crease. And also, too, if you want, you kind of put your head up a little bit. So that way it's not down and you're like, oh my God. When you do it like this, because then you could kind of see it better. Also, too, let's say if you do one eye first, always kind of use it as a map. So then you have, like, you know, something to reference. So you could go back, you know, kind of look, stop, look, back, you know. Get it as symmetrical as possible, as you might like it. You know, I know a lot of us out there are perfectionists. You know, just take your time and carve it out to your liking. Because, I mean, I'm telling you, you may be like, oh my God, this is like so much, so time consuming. But your ending result is going to be fire. Like, now, after all of that work, this is what we should be looking like. Just like that. Alright, so moving right on along, as you see, we finished that. I just took my beauty blender, whatever was left over, just kind of, you know, smooth that mess out a little bit on my lids so it didn't look too clumpy. So I'll go back into the orangey reddish shade. I guess you're gonna call it a red brick shade, or like, no, red clay. There we go, red clay. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's a red clay color. So I'm just gonna put my head back a little bit and just in the front part, especially on top, just in our crease, that as you see, I'm just kind of placing the color there because I want it to blend. And as you see, it kind of makes our cut crease a little bit more potent or more sufficient, stands out more basically. So I'm just going to go back in just a little bit, and me, I kind of like to just press it in because all that hard work we did and that dedication and determination, we ain't giving that up. Okay, we ain't giving that up, and we ain't messing it up either. So I'm just saying a little FYI too. That's another tip. So just like that. And of course we're gonna blend it out a little bit, but you know, not too much because you don't want to take away from that part because it is a cut crease. Let's not forget. So I'm just gonna wipe my brush off because that's all we really need for that color. And then I'm just gonna go and take that blending brush that I use, because I remember I use the same color for the transition shade, and we're just gonna blend it out just a little bit. So, you know, it gives us a little softer feel, just like so. We have that line, but around the edges are smooth, baby. The edges are smooth. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean by that. All right, so now we're gonna go back in with this maroon shade from M.A.C. So yeah, So now we're just gonna go in with that. And as you see the edge, I like it to be sharp. Do the same thing like we did. Just kind of stay on the outer corner of the crease, or the outer part of the crease, and you see how it just deepens it up, and just kind of focus it about like halfway. Should be working with. And now you see what I mean. So the smudger brush, I'm just gonna kind of pull the color out a little bit and just on the edges, because it's already in the crease, so we already have that defined crease. Now it's just the edges of that. We don't want it to be hard, you know? So when you take it and you kind of just pull towards your brow, you see what I mean? It kind of like helps it blend a little bit. Of course, you're gonna blend more, but it kind of helps blend so you don't have to do as much work. That's the point I'm trying to get across. Like, you know, like I said, I'm not really good at explaining, but I hope you can see where I'm going with it. Like what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to deliver to y'all. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go back in with the blending brush, and I'm just going to take that and I'm just gonna blend very lightly, because I don't want to get away of, I don't want to, you know, take away from the definition that we did, the purpose of it, but I just want the surrounding edges to be smooth and crisp. This is what we should be up to. Now that we have done all that, we are going to go in with the lid color, and the specific lid color that I'm using. So this is Blanc type right here. So I'm just gonna go in with Blanc type, and we're going to put that all over the lid, and we're just gonna pack it on. So just like so. So you kind of just want to press it, the color in. It is a matte shade, so you kind of have to build on it. Carve out your crease and stuff like that. You see how everything just sits and it's blended, so you don't even have to go back. If you want to go back and add and stuff like that, be my guest, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you put your own twist to it, but it's no need for that. You do your lid color. Now it's just time to put on eyeliner, eyelashes, and yeah, and that's how we rocking. But so this is what we're looking like. So now, before we do liner and lashes and put the glitter on the inner tear duct, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to finish the bottom lash line with shadow. So I'm going to go in with red wine. So I'm going to take that, tap off excess, and I'm just going to work that in on the bottom lash line. Just going in with that red wine on that bottom lash line and blending it. You could use a regular shadow brush. I just like to use a blending brush because it helps blend it at the same time so that you don't have any harsh lines. Remember, no harsh lines, blend, blend, blend. No lines of demarcation. We don't like that because it's not becoming. And now I'm just going to go back with that red clay color and put that on the bottom of that. So voila, and that was easy. So now what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm going to put my mascara, liner, and lashes. I'm gonna do that off camera, and I'm gonna come back. Everything that I used, I will put down in the description box, so you guys know where to purchase these things and everything like that. So anyway, this is the finished look. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you really learned, you know, some tips and tricks on how to, you know, finesse your look, and, you know, for us to keep doing these sessions and having these beat faces. Yeah, like I said, also too, I will have my email listed, so, you know, if you guys do add this look or whatnot, so, you know, with that being said and everything, and we finished the look, and now we looking at a beat for the fucking God. Thank you again, guys, for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. I will list all my social media accounts, so you guys could see me if you want to see me or whatever. And yeah, so till the next time, thank you. Beat faces with Ro.da.god. Bye, guys. Later.